welcome to Moonlight Madness. Today we're doing the readings for Earth Sign. I'm using Doreen Virtue and Bradley Valentine. It's the tarot cards, fairy tarot cards, and I'm using Wisdom of the Oracle by Colette Baron Reid. That one there. Okay. And I've got Santa Claus, but I mean, I know it's early, but I just thought it was cute. It just, unfortunately, he's losing his popcorn. It looks like a popcorn shop. He's losing his bits from the bottom, but that's okay. It's a present for my Auntie Linda, but I think he's cute. Okay, so what I've got first off the bat is you're in part of a community. It's a spiritual community. So you may have your own platform and you know, upload stuff for YouTube, things like that. It just says it's a spiritual community you can rely on. You may have joined a spiritual community to talk to like-minded people. I know it's called Spiritual Community. I think it's website on Facebook I recently joined to talk to other people that are like, you know, me, a bit strange and not quite of this 3D earth that we live in. It says you may have a star that may be interested in you. It's crossing your path. A star that's either someone that's in the spotlight. They could be a movie star. They could be a film star. They could be an actor, actress, singer. It's saying that this person's crossing your path, and for a good cause too. It can also mean that you are following your true calling, and you look into your future with hope and optimism. Have faith to move mountains. Happy changes that bring relief from challenging times. You may have gone into a new fitness program. You might be doing a whole detox. Like I know I've recently been sick, and I'm trying to detox that by getting rid of certain foods and behaviours to eradicate and start fresh. I've been doing lots of juicing lately. I do lots of smoothies, banana smoothies, to help with flushing out toxins from within. B1, you know, banana smoothie is really good for vitamin B. If you don't eat a lot of meat like me, I'm more into like chicken and fish, but I rarely eat meat. I'm not a fan. Okay, so it's saying that. So something good is happening for you. You may have put your faith in someone or something to help you on your quest to further your abilities or further your brand, if that makes sense. You might be giving insight to people that are famous. Yeah, believe. No room for self-doubt now. It's going to help you move forward. Look to the future with optimism. Your angels and the gods and the fairies can help you manifest whatever you need. Trust yourself and your abilities. Yeah, like the constellations, it will guide you to rich and fulfilling spiritual insights. In the recent past, we've got the Ace of Cups. Ace of Cups is to do with love. In the past life, you had a deep love or a spiritual gift that grew out of love for somebody else. I know when I died, I think it was the first or second time, I can remember going, like I was leaving the building, and I can remember all this bright light, and I got future vision of COVID before it happened. I got Black Lives Matters before it happened. I saw all the coffins. I saw everything before it happened. And I saw Wuhan when it was bombed back in 2018 as well. And it showed me the past Wuhan, where it happened at the same place, the same area. The pandemic took place in a civil war between Philippines and I think it was America. But that same exact spot where it broke out again twice. It's two pandemics that we've had in the space of over, I don't know, since the 1800s. So that was the last one. But I saw that, and I saw the first one with all the kids out the front trying to fight this war with baseball bats, and they didn't have a lot because they were poor, and they were trying to fight off these Americans that had all these guns and things, or whoever they were that were invading their country. But it was a community effort. I got that from that vision. So when I had this vision, I was leaving the building, first and second time. I can remember my mother-in-law, and she said to me, "You have to come back." And I'm like, "What?" She said, "Your youngest boy, Christopher, is going to need your DNA." And I went, "Okay." I don't know what that was about. Meaning maybe something in my blood that he needed to survive a certain health condition in the future. Maybe that's what it was. But that's what she said to me, and that's what I remember. So it's talking about the new intimate relationship or this awakening of psychic abilities. Yeah, that's what that talks about. And then you've got here the Lovers. So this is recent past. You may have been involved with someone that was in the military. They could have military background, as in Air Force, Navy, Army. In a past life, you may have had someone like that as well. True love, choices made from the heart, a return to good health. Yeah, the Lovers, you may have met someone recently that reminds you of someone from a past life. You may have met in a past life, is what it's saying here. That's interesting. 10 of Autumn, 10 of Pentacles. This is coming up for you. The 10 of Pentacles is talking about established wealth. This is in 10 years' time. Ensuring your financial security for your children or loved ones, making wise investments, or planning for retirement. Honouring family traditions. Yeah, 10 of Pentacles to me is a wealthy family, or a family that's got backup plans in case something happens and you need help. They can help you out with financial gifts if you get stuck. They're going to try and bail you out where they can. That's the Earth sign. We've got here, in your future, is the King of Wands. He's the actor of the generation. He likes to be on stage. He holds court. He's either a Leo. I haven't got Leo card. It would be the Sun if it was a Leo. He's either a Leo, Aries, or a Sagittarian in your future that's coming in for you. He's got great leadership skills. He would love to come and help you if you get stuck. He's like your knight in shining armor. He'll lift you up out of a situation if you need him to. He's the first one to come and help to get you out of sticky situations. He's there with his wand. He's charismatic. He's a very attractive man. He invites a lot of attention from the female variety. Or you can flip that and go, this person attracts a lot of men. It could be either or they, or it can be either or. It's just is that they're a very attractive human being who is a supporter of your cause. They're supporting whatever you do in the future with your abilities. And you've got the Tiger's Eye, because Tiger's Eye represents to me the fire energy and the protective energy. So they could be very protective of you as well and what you do. But yeah, growing wealth is what you're trying to do the next 10 years is what I see for Earth signs. And then you've got balance. So because you've got these two cards together, that represents a Libran around you. You've got a Libran. Someone who is in law enforcement, could be a judge, could be a police officer or a security officer that is around you right now. It's saying you want to put balance, take everyone's input into consideration, but take time. There's no need to rush. You need to balance your male and feminine qualities. You may have an androgynous exterior and interior, as in you could think like a guy, even though you're a female, born a female. You could be very, not blokey, but very, how would you say, a tomboy. See, whatever fits. It says that you've got to manage these male and feminine qualities, because everyone has masculine and feminine qualities in us. It's just what we choose to tune into at the time. King of Swords around you, who's the Aquarian, Libra, Gemini, who could be in law enforcement or the Air Force, is very knowledgeable, experienced, fair-minded and unemotional. They could be a public speaker. They could have their own platform as well. They could be a CEO. They could be an MC that speaks at people's weddings. You could have around you. Your hopes and fears is the High Priestess. The hopes is that you can trust your intuition, careful reflection before taking action. Insights that come through meditation. You may have to do a lot of meditation, as in walking out into the nature, getting your impressions through nature. You know, you might get daydreams, downloads when you're walking. They call it malaligned dreaming. I think that's what they call it, where you daydream. I've been guilty as charged ever since I was a little girl. So when I died a couple of times, I've come back with that daydreaming that I used to do when I was 7, when I was at school. I used to get in trouble for looking out the window because I was seeing future events. I used to also sleepwalk. That's come back as well, ever since I died and came back. So all the old things I used to do as a child has come back again. So I have great memory of things that happened 47 years ago. I have memory of walking through the Pink Elephants Market and I choked on a lolly. I remember this guy picked me up by the legs. upside down to try and dislodge the lolly that I was almost choking on. I can remember being a 6-month-old baby in a bassinet, going to meet my grandparents for the first time. I was only 6 months of age. You're not supposed to remember anything under 10, but I remember clear as day. I remember the table that they were sitting at. I remember seeing my Uncle Brian and my grandfather, and my grandmother was walking around, because I never got to meet her. I only got to meet her when I was 6 months of age, and I remember it. I remember what she wore. She was into spots. She had a round table, 4 orange chairs, and she had this bench top where you serve a breakfast bar off in the kitchen. Yeah, but I can remember the layout of the house, everything. That's 6 months of age. My mum's kind of astounded that I can remember all that, but that's the memory. The earliest memory I've got is that memory. So I was meant to remember that because I never got to see her again. My mum and dad split up and she was young, and I was supposed to go see her one day, and I chickened out because I was only 2. I was scared. I didn't know what to think. So that's what I remember. I did meet my grandmother, but I was just a baby. So that's the High Priestess. It's saying you can tap into all these old ideas and emotions because they're all open to you right now. You are downloading some of the future events, past events. The High Priestess walks among those that are living and dead. She can download things and get insight to things, which is a good thing. I think it's forewarned is forearmed, is how I look at it. But you should diarise them. I diarise mine. If I get an insight or a really vivid dream, I either draw it or I write about it and then I date it. And that's how I go about it. It's the High Priestess. Okay, so then we've got the Prince of Wands around you. So that's a Leo energy. Leo could be younger, Leo, Sagittarian, or Aries around you in your future. This could be this could even be just a sibling, or it can be your child that's around you that's got fire in their chart. They're charming, they're self-confident, they're passionate, they're restless, and immediate action, a challenge you can successfully manage. A very passionate relationship is coming up for you. That is a fire sign. That could be younger than you. It could be a new love interest. It's not really telling me. I can pull some more cards though. It might tell me in these cards. So this deck. So is this person a love interest or just a friend or a sibling? I don't want it to come out, but that's not going to tell me. Oh, well, that's not going to tell me either. Just this, I've got 2 cards that came out. Chop wood. Time for a nap. Yeah. Okay. Time for a nap's 24. Rest, rejuvenation, and renewal. This is a time to step away and rest. Let the cares of your world go. Go into a state of non-action and allow yourself to be free of the shackles of your goals, your list, your desires. Nothing is as important as rest, detachment, and neutrality. The overly busy mind can block you from inner wisdom if you don't step back, take a seat, and rest. Be willing to let dreams surface and ideas flow through you, absent any force or conscious direction as you observe without engagement. So it's saying when you have these daydreams, just observe, and the things you don't want to see, like I do, I put my dark glasses on and keep walking. If I don't want to see something, it's a future vision that I don't engage with it. When it comes to matters of the heart, don't make any plans right now. If you're not partnered, it's good to take this time out to get to know yourself. If you're involved with someone, relax and just be with your partner. This is going to be an uneventful moment in time. Don't force anything now. Allow things to flow naturally and a beautiful renewal take place all by itself. Patience is the key to your heart's desire right now. Withdraw from action in your relationship and give it a rest so that your love and connection can become rejuvenated. Chop wood is 42. Being grounded. There are times when the big dream is meant to lie dormant in your consciousness so that you can pay attention to the simple chores in life, like pruning your trees, watering the soil. Nothing is important right now as you just doing what you need to do day to day. Let your heart remember that Not everything has to be hard-won, passionate, or even obviously meaningful. Relationships and friendships go through lulls when the everyday tasks are at the centre of awareness. This is perfect now. Hold hands, wash dishes, make a fire, read a book, share a meal, say nothing, stare into space, pick up socks, tell a dumb joke. The work of your relationship right now is very simple. Just to be present. Funny how it takes work to just be. All is well, really. So it's just being present. That's the hardest thing when you're a psychic, and I think that's what that relates to the High Priestess. As I said to Miguel, the hardest thing to do for someone like me, or even him, and I find he's the same, we overthink stuff. He's got Aquarian nature. He's got Aquarian energy in his chart, like I do. I'm an Aquarius, but he's got Aquarius in his natal chart. So is my other son. He's also got Aquarius in his natal chart. So we kind of think outside the box. We're not the norm. But the hardest thing to remain is present. If you're a psychic, you're always looking at the past and you're looking towards the future because you want to know what's going to happen next because you want to control things. The thing is, you can't control things. Even if you did see the future, like I have, I couldn't stop what happened with the COVID thing. Like, there was nothing I could do. It still happened. I tried to warn people, tried to warn my psychologist. I told her, I don't know if she warned anyone, but I did tell her. I don't think she believed at first, and then she did believe. When we finally got on the phone, we had a face-to-face, like a Zoom, Skype thing. When it happened, she's on the phone to me. We're both crying. We couldn't believe that everything I saw came true. So now, I know she believes in me. She believed in me before it even happened, but she believes more now when it did happen. So I can tell her stuff that I see. She doesn't judge me, which is really nice, not to be judged. I don't like being judged. I don't think anyone likes to be judged. So, it's difficult to stay in the present. I was watching a movie called The Time Traveler's Wife, and Alba, that's the daughter, that also can time travel, says to her father, who keeps visiting her from the future, Daddy, just hum, just sing. That will keep you in the here and now. I'm going to try that next time I start going off seeing future events. I'm going to try hum or sing to myself, because then I might stay present. I won't be going off to future directions. That would be nice. But yeah, that's all I have for you today. So that is for Earth Signs.